This is Demetrius Terry, aka Meechie Terry.
Okay, pause. You see this guy right here? You might be surprised, but he's a damn bucket.
When I popped off, then your girl gave me just a little bit of la chop, baby.
And I'm gonna tell you why. But first, spoiler alert, it's not just his game I'm talking about, but this dude is just a straight savage. Cause, well, when you try to pick a fight with LaMelo Ball and proceed to flex on his dad, well, yeah, you kinda just get that title. Sorry, Alex. I think we could all appreciate a player who isn't necessarily the best and certainly not the biggest, who isn't afraid to hold their own against anybody. We can learn a thing or two from the swagger of certain athletes and their fearlessness. Although you do have to keep yourself in check or else you could literally end up fighting the fans. But somehow, I think Michee is somewhat of a performer when it comes to trash talk, cause he's just having way too much fun out there. Personally, this style kind of reminded me of Pat Beverly, who's also that tough defender that will get in the heads of any of the opposing team's players by any means necessary. Alright guys, I want to address the elephant in the room. You might be wondering who this 50-year-old looking dude is out there. But first, real quick, if you haven't already, go ahead and drop a like if you've enjoyed this video so far. Those can help. And for those of you that aren't aware, we post similar content on Instagram where we work with beginner all the way to professional level athletes locally and explore what truly makes an athlete great. So go check us out, the link's going to be down below. But let's get back to the video. Michee has a very unique hairline. We've all noticed. Some have chosen to crack some jokes in the comment section. According to some of the commenters, he was allegedly charged with attempted murder. Apparently he's not balding, his hair simply hasn't fully grown in yet. And well, I'm actually kind of jealous of this one. He's able to get half-priced haircuts. Okay, yeah, those are all pretty good. But all jokes aside, Michee owns this. And you could even make the argument, promotes this trait of his. Bald fam is literally in his IG bio. You might have seen him when he was going after LaMelo in their high school game. This is really where Michee got some mainstream attention. Essentially, he was straight going after LaMelo, and the crowd loved it. That night, even though his team received a proper whooping, he was a hero. And this all brings us to his game. Well, he's a 6'1" point guard, a very pesky defender. He gets low, he's springy, and not to mention, at this point, he's in the opponent's heads too, and because of all of this, he's able to stay with his man really well. He could shoot a 3-ball, plain and simple. He's a great shot blocker because his timing is really good, and he knows how to get to the line. Michee loves to attack the basket. It doesn't matter who's in the paint, he's coming after you and looking for the and one. And a lot of times, he's able to find them too. Michee is finishing his high school career post-grad with DME Sports Academy, which basically means a gap year that won't cost him a year in eligibility in college, where presumably he will then pursue a college and maybe professional career. Well, what do you guys think? Is the sky the limit for the young hooper? With confidence like that? Maybe. Just maybe. In this series, I try to tell a story. I want there to be a deeper message. We've had fun so far, but there's something a bit more profound here. Michee is a damn good athlete, and no one can take that from him. It's been reported by his coaches that he's consistently been the hardest worker on his team. His dream was to lead them to a state championship. Michee is a team player who has certainly faced his fair share of criticisms, yet instead of shying away from the spotlight, he's embraced it fully. And even leveraged it in a way that benefits him, as if it's intentional, and this whole thing's been for publicity. Huh. Well played, Michee. Love him or hate him, you could be sure he doesn't really care. Cause, well, remember, he's a damn savage. And so it is just how it started. The legend of Meechie Baldhead Terry continues. Alright, for those of you that are still watching, it's for people like you that we make these videos, so go ahead and consider subscribing. This is the third video on the What Makes Them So Good series, so if you haven't seen the other two, I would recommend checking them out as well. Regardless, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.